Hey everybody, this is AJ with Blackhawk Bushcraft. It has been quite some time since I've posted a video, well, outside of a few shorts, like an actual video. It's been probably the better part of 2 months, I would think. I got home from work today and lo and behold, there was a package, and in the package was, check that out, Rob Evans Woodsman t-shirt. So freaking cool. Not just the t-shirt, which is awesome, but also this MK2. This, my friends, is the MK2 CL for completely legit. Actually, it stands for carbon light. This is made out of 52-100 carbon steel, and if you're familiar with the MK2, gosh, exceptional knife. And so I want to talk a little bit about this knife. I'm going to do a comparison with my other MK2, but yeah, just thought I'd quickly do a little video and show this knife. And I have to tell you, to get my hands on this beauty, I literally had to work my butt off. I had to work my freaking butt off. 13 pounds of butt before I was able to earn the opportunity to get my hands on one of these awesome knives. I'm just happy to be able to put out another little video and tell you all about another great Rob Evans knife. Okay, so here we have the MK2 CL carbon light in 52-100 still. Comes in this very nice handmade stitched taco style neck sheath, which I think is absolutely killer. The work Rob does absolutely rocks. Got a nice fit, so there is no problem with that knife even shaking loose. And this is the MK2 CL number 8. He made 9 of these, numbered them. I put in for number 8, and yeah. The handle is Burgundy micarta with a yellow liner, which makes that thing just pop. So awesome. The one thing that I can say, I've never had Burgundy linen micarta on anything. Almost looks like a dark stained wood. Isn't that something? And of course, like all of Rob's knives, you have to, you know, put them on a whetstone and strop them up before they cut paper. Just kidding. Rob's knives come freaking razor sharp. His knives are the sharpest knives that I've ever received. And there are some companies out there that give you a really good edge and a sharp knife when they send you the knife, but Rob's are next level sharp. For those of you that own a Rob Evans knife, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And then the spine also is very sharp, 90 degrees, so works very great for striking ferro rods or processing fat wood, or if you need to scrape something, you know, clean underneath your thumbnail. When I get it all mucked up with dirt and oil, it works great. Because if I do that edge, then yeah, I'm probably going to lose my thumb. Then I'll be running around with like no thumb. But there's the, oops, sorry for the bump on the camera. Let me grab my other MK2 and show you. So this was the very first MK2 that I had Rob make. This is in 01 tool steel, also a carbon steel. And this is green canvas micarta on yellow and black liners. That is what I asked him to do, and thought that configuration would look really great, and I was not disappointed. So as you can see, I'm going to put these two together, see if I can maybe zoom in just a tad, show you. So you'll notice right away that, in fact, I'll do it this way and I'll make it a little bit easier, and line them up something like that edge for edge, okay? You'll notice that the CL2 is a tad shorter than the CL2, the MK2 CL is a tad shorter than his standard MK2, okay? The blade is a little bit shorter, not by, actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's about the same. You know, the handle is a little bit shorter, as you can see right there. And then the handle thickness, yeah, right there you can see too. The handle thickness isn't much thinner, a little bit, but not by much by my eye. I don't have one of those doodad fancy caliper things to throw on it, but the standard MK2 fits my hand very well, but the MK2 CL also fits my hand extremely well. And there is a noticeable weight difference between the two. The blade stock, to my eye, looks to be almost the same, probably, if I would guess, 3 millimeters thick on the MK2 CL, and maybe a little bit thicker on the 01 tool steel, not by much, maybe like a 3.2 millimeter or something like that. And you'll see too that, yeah, okay, right there you can see that the blade length is just a tad shorter on the MK2 CL. But I will tell you what, this is by far one of my favorite designs. In fact, all of Rob's knives I absolutely love. His bush tools are phenomenal. His MK1 is great. I really like the pointy profile of the MK2, and then the FTP is a whole nother level of knife in itself. I absolutely love the FTP. But out of the MK2, MK1, and bush tool, I probably find myself gravitating to the MK2 more frequently than the others, although I do use the other ones and rotate them in because they're all a pleasure to use. And that's the great thing about Rob's knives that I found. For me, they are among the best knives that I have. They all work very well. The profiles are excellent. He knows his craft. He makes great tools. He doesn't just put something out there that, you know, is pleasing to the eye, which, and I'm not going to mention any names of other knife makers, but there are some knife makers out there that make really nice looking knives, but when you use them with the way that they're profiled or sharpened, they just don't work for me. I've never found that with any of Rob's knives. All of his knives have an incredible edge and they work. Now, do you need a Rob Evans knife to get the job done when you're out in the woods? Of course not. You don't need it, but you should want to try one of his knives and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I don't need any of these knives to do what I need to do, but it is an absolute pleasure and joy to use such exceptional tools such as Rob's knives, which is why I always highly recommend everybody that I talk to, especially some of my buddies that have not had the opportunity to own a Rob Evans knife, and they've seen my knives and I've let some of them carefully use some. They have nothing but praise and just think that they are so nice, and I would agree with that. Okay, so anyways, I'm not going to make this a really lengthy video. I am just going to quickly do this comparison review. I wanted to give all of you a look at the MK2 CL in 52-100. And I will say too, 01 tool steel is great. I love 5160 spring steel, 52-100 carbon, A2 depending on the grind. I'm not a fan of A2 in Scandi grinds, but A2 also is a great still for like a full flat or a saber grind. But out of these two, which do you think is my favorite? I'll pause and let you think about that. submit your comments. Tell me in the comments what you think. Out of these two MK2s, which one is my favorite? Okay, time's up, and the answer is they're both my favorites. I don't know that I would prefer one over the other. They're both great knives. I am happy with either or. I am a fan of 52-100 still. I like 52-100. The thing that I'll say about Rob's knives, he could make this in like the cheapest Chinese steel he could find, and they would still work well because he knows how to profile a blade. He knows how to design a blade. So even if it was like your simple 400 series stainless, you know, doesn't really matter. That's the thing. You can have a really, you can have a knife made out of the best steel, you know, throw a knife together using some of your super powder stills, and if the design isn't there, then no matter what steel it's made of, it's just gonna suck bad. That's not the case with Rob's knives. So there's a first look, and yeah, so I wanted to let you know that I'm back. I'm in a good position to start hopefully releasing more content more frequently. Keep an eye out for some of my shorts. Those are really easy for me to do because I can just come home from work like I did tonight and quickly go out in the backyard and throw together a quick video or a short or whatever it is. So till next video, this is AJ with Blackhawk Bushcraft. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes, for the subscribes, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.